How is Pyth Network holding up after Friday's major crypto dump, where it took Bitcoin all the way down to about 107K? I did get some of my leverage positions liquidated and taking some losses, but that is completely fine because I'm gonna get back up and continue. It's nothing like what I have not seen before. I've taken a few liquidations, huge liquidation losses, but I am not over leveraged, so I can still afford to keep going. I think that is the key thing to be doing in order to survive in this, to make profits from this market in the long run. Not to get over leveraged and have a plan for if you do get liquidated or take losses, right? And I am still long in this market. I am still long on quite a bit of the altcoins here. So my opinions on this market is still bullish. However, these are just my opinions and not financial advice, like the entirety of this video, and you should form your own opinions and strategies. Now, how is Pyth Network holding up after Friday's dump here? I think a lot of these altcoins have been just, killed, right? I've seen some altcoins that went way below 50% losses, drawdowns, before having a huge bounce back here. And what I'm seeing here for Pyth Network is a very similar story. To me, Pyth Network here still looks bullish, and I'll tell you guys why. I talked to you guys about Pyth Network, about a falling wedge pattern on Pyth Network. This is the weekly time frame. And falling wedges, you guys should definitely be paying attention to because they are bullish patterns that have a higher chance of breaking to the upside. Pyth Network did break to the upside here back in late June, and the price target here will still be about $1.05 price target. Now, price targets are estimates only. There could be more, there could be less, a lot of which is going to depend on what happens with Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is on edge, right? Very important to be paying attention to how the weekly candle closes for Bitcoin, and I talked about why on my more detailed video earlier today. I will link you guys at the end of this video. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin. That could really affect your trades. Now, if Bitcoin starts dumping from here, these altcoin setups, they're not going to matter very much. So you want to be rooting for Bitcoin. Now, since the breakout here, I think I have invalidated a few patterns here, especially after Friday's dump that did, destroy a few patterns here. I'm not sure about Pyth Network specifically, but if you see something different, that's what I did. Now, Pyth Network, since Friday, I have actually I have recharted some of these patterns here. Okay, one of which is the falling wedge. Okay, I think this is the falling wedge that I recharted on Friday. And what I'm seeing here is that Pyth Network still looks bullish for a couple of reasons. One of which is because the price action is still above this upward trend line of this bigger falling wedge it broke out from. Second of which is that I have also charted another smaller falling wedge pattern here, and the weekly candle is still above that upper trend line of that pattern, of that even that smaller falling wedge pattern. Now, wicks do not invalidate patterns, okay? For most scenarios, I would say, okay, if not all. Now, candle closes do invalidate patterns, okay? So I still see candle wicks, this weekly candle still wick, it's only a wick above, back inside these patterns here. So it does not invalidate this smaller falling wedge pattern, okay? So this is basically why I'm seeing Pyth Network still bullish, right? And I want to mention that the price target for the smaller falling wedge pattern is going to be about almost 30 cents for Pyth Network. So this is basically what I'm seeing for this market. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing any more of Pyth Network or any other coins in this market by dropping a like, comment, subscribe. I'll pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis, and I'll see you on the next one.